Your Houston Rockets take on the LA Clippers tonight. That means CP3 is heading back to LA to face his former team for the first time. I'm going to give you guys 3 points to ponder about tonight's matchup. Stay tuned. What's the motherfucking deal? Welcome to Sauce Sports. It's your boy Ed Honcho, man. And if you're looking for that fresh HTOWN sauce flavor every day, we're talking all sports, but only Houston. You need to hit that subscribe button right now. I don't even know why you're wasting your time because all we do is drip HTOWN flavor. We're going to get in it tonight. We're going to be talking about the Rockets versus the LA Clippers. The 3 points to ponder. CP3 is going back to face his old team. Yeah, I bumped the mic, but it's all right. So we're just going to get into a few factors that you should consider going into tonight's game. So with that being said, man, let's just get in it to win it. All right, the first point to ponder, we're talking about 3 points to ponder about the Houston Rockets versus the LA Clippers tonight, is the return of Luc Mbah a Moute. Luc Mbah a Moute has been out for over a month. Initially, was diagnosed to be out 2 maybe to 3 weeks, but took a little bit longer than we expected with a dislocated shoulder injury. But hopefully he's good to go. He's finally been cleared to play tonight, and so that should bring some defensive depth off the bench. Something that we've been missing is you notice that since he's been gone, there actually has been a significant decline in the Rockets defense. So he brings you about 7 points off the bench, a couple of rebounds, and maybe 1 assist. So it's not like he's going to be a high scoring guy, but he can, get you a couple of threes a night, and he can definitely lock down on some guys and keep them from going off. Some of these guys like we had last time with the Clippers when Austin Rivers went off and Lou Williams and guys that normally don't produce like that, having an additional body like Luke to go along with guys like Ariza and Tucker, man, you can never have too much defensive presence. So welcome back, Luc Mbah a Moute, man. We've been missing you for a while. So let's go ahead and get into the second point to ponder as we're talking about the Houston Rockets versus the LA Clippers tonight. So getting into the second point to ponder about the Houston Rockets versus the LA Clippers tonight, man, we got to talk about the battling bigs. Last time that these two teams met, there was a lot of injuries. We know that the Clippers have been decimated. We definitely understand how that goes, losing a lot of star players. Beverly's been out most of the year. I think Griffin was out in that matchup. But we were missing Chris Paul, and we were also missing Capella. And so it's going to be interesting to see how Capella does against DeAndre Jordan. Capella has kind of struggled against quality bigs, but the only problem is DeAndre Jordan is questionable for tonight. A guy like Capella brings you 14 and 11. A guy like DeAndre Jordan, he brings you 11 and 15 rebounds a game. So it should be an interesting match about guys who are, I wish we would call relatively even though there's been a lot of talks in the past about trade rumors involving DeAndre Jordan and Capella. I mean, people are still talking about it tonight. So it's very interesting to see what two guys who have both played with Chris Paul, see what they'll be able to do, see how Jordan looks without Paul tonight, and we'll see how Capella looks with only Paul tonight, not having Harden, who should be back soon. And also, Tariq Black should be a game-time decision, but should be playing tonight, coming back from missing the game with the eye abrasion. So another point to ponder. But let's get into the third point to ponder about the Rockets versus the LA Clippers tonight. So the third point to ponder, or thing that you should consider going into tonight's matchup, is I'm going back to Cali. No, CP3 is going back to Cali. Not the first time, but going back to Cali to play the Clippers. We played the Lakers earlier this year. He was present for that meeting. But the last time that the Clippers and Rockets faced off, CP3 was not available. James Harden had to go off for 51 points. And we still lost by 10 because you got guys who normally didn't score the type of scoring that they did. Of course, Luke can score buckets upon buckets. And so he's going to be a guy to watch out for tonight. But guys like Austin Rivers just went off last game. I don't expect that same thing to happen. Like I say, with CP3 playing tonight, Capella actually playing tonight, but we'll be missing James Harden, but hopefully he'll be back later on this week. But it should be an interesting storyline to see what happens when CP3 goes against his former team. Things like that happen when you get guys who play against old squads, old teammates, stuff. They tend to go off, as Lou Williams went off on us. So we'll see if CP3 will try to return the favor tonight. He's been averaging 19 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds a game, something like that. And so hopefully he can continue that trend of being a great ball distributor, and also, scoring buckets. He's starting to look for his shot a little bit more. He's starting to take on the mentality of doing a little bit of shooting first whenever guys are kind of getting into a slump. Like I said, with the addition of Capella and Moute back on defense, that should slow some of these other teams down that we should be facing in the near future. So it's just going to be interesting to see what plays out between these two teams. There's the rumors of the old Griffin and Doc Rivers having beef with CP3. CP3 is just a guy. He wants to win. He wants to do it his way. And I'm subscribed to the CP3 program ever since he's built the Rockets. I like what I see. I like what he brings to the table. supplement in the way that James Harden plays. And even since he's been on his own, since he's been having to run the show, he's been bringing just great skills and just being able to make his teammates better. And that's all you can ask for out of a point guard and as a teammate. So that is the third point to ponder, but there's a few other little things that we should talk about before we get out. In addition to those 3 points to ponder, the Rockets made a few minor moves, bringing up guard R.J. Hunter and Markel Brown from the D-League. They're going to be waiving Briante Weber. So the way these two-way contract works, there's a limited amount of time that these guys are allowed to have with teams or play in the NBA and in the G League. So this may be some of the last that we'll see of Weber. He brought a little bit of something to the team. I'm not going to say anything that just makes you jaw-dropping or anything like that. So don't expect to see too much of him. But if he does come back, it's also not a negative. Like I say, he did bring a decent defensive presence. So there's going to be a lot of different names in this game that weren't here last game for both sides. Both teams it's not going to be similar to what it was last time. And even with what it was last time, no one would have predicted the way it played out because the Rockets had an early lead, and that's why the return of Muthaf is so important, because bringing that defensive presence back, you can get those leads and you can maintain those leads when second units and things like that come in. I'm going to call this game 117-102. Houston. I think we'll do decent. I think we'll have a solid game. I'm not expecting certain guys to go off. Lou might go off again, and that's something you just have to consider because, like I say, he just recently dropped 15 points in a win against the Golden State Warriors, even though they were missing a couple of guys too. So that's my prediction. You guys need to slide by StaySaucy.com, man. Go check out some of that fresh, saucy merchandise. And I appreciate everybody who's been fucking with the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And then you go out and check out the last video that we did. We're talking Texans. We talk Rockets, Astros. We talk Dynamo. We talk about the newest team, the SaberCats. This is Houston flavor. This is all sports, but only Houston. I'm your boy, Ed Honcho, man. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Stay saucy. I'm